Good morning to all.
Despite the conditions, the captain's asking the openers to pad up. Might be a costly decision. The bowlers will fancy their chances of early wickets.
Oh, it's a loud crowd as the players make their way out. Some really strong players on both sides, capable of scoring quick runs, big hits, and the bowlers, they'll be looking to take quick wickets. The pitch, that should provide a fantastic contest. Opening ball coming up.
Rohit watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Six runs added in that over. India are 6 for none. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Ferguson, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Oh, that's hit them at pace. That looked painful. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Square cut, finds point, no run. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. India are 11 for 1. Sodhi, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Beautiful catch. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. 3 added in that over. India 14 for 2.
So no change to the run rate. The batters need to think about taking some risks soon if they want the best results from the power play.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Massive outside edge. Coley has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Coley muscles that away. It's flat and hard and 4 more. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum. Sodhi from the Randwick end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Was quick onto that in the infield. Everyone's gone up.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Pant taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Straight to the fielder. End of the over. 2 runs added to the total. India are 23 for 3. Right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Drilled that one away. Doesn't beat the infield. And out, deep fine, had to run around a bit and they've got to the drop of the ball and taken a great catch. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air and they've taken a good catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball.
Pandya watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Couldn't get it through the field. The end of another over. This time, though, more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted.
It's a tough start, but soon the field will spread and they can start pushing for twos and threes.
Perfectly timed. Finds the fielder with that shot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. That's a confident appeal. Sodhi ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Milne from the Paddington end. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Timed through the vacant point position, racing to the boundary.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. That's the over. India, a 39 for 4. Santner, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end. Great shot through the gap. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Six runs out of there. India are 45 for 4. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Paddington end.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Punt. Watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Square cut, finds point, no run. 4 runs added in that over. India are 49 for 4.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Santner from the Randwick end. Beats the field with a great shot. Edged. Yeah, they've gone up here. There's no debate about that one. Gone. Fine catch.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. India weren't given much of an opportunity there, a very tidy over. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Huge edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Whipped off the legs and away goes the ball. Fine leg, no chance. And a great catch in the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that. Straight to the fielder. End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. India, a 71 for 5. Milne from the Paddington end.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
An effort ball and called for the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for that wicket. Square cut, finds point, no run. Nice shot. Runs possible. Absolutely nothing the batter could do there. Totally undone by a superb in-swinging Yorker.
Really getting to the tail enders now. Sixth wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Wow, that's missed a lot. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. 3 added in that over. India a 74 for 6. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Doesn't beat the infield. New Zealand needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over. Mitchell coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. That is quite extraordinary. Pant, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Good shot. A beauty.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Pant wants plenty from these bowlers.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Southie, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end.
And that's the half century.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. End of the over. 6 off it. India are 103 for 6. Mitchell from the Paddington end. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Mitchell straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now. You need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Ers on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
Can't afford too many dot balls at this stage. Need to find a way to ramp up the run rate.
Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over. India are 124 for 7. Mitchell to wrap up the innings. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run-up.
Mitchell needs to get their run-up sorted. It's all gone horribly wrong with that last delivery. They're normally much better than this. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? And that's the end of the innings. India have set a target of This total is well below par, and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures.
Here we go. First ball.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team.
Overstepping. Just a little too eager on that delivery.
Kumar will be disappointed with that previous delivery, not up to their normal standards.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Oh, well, don't even bother running.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Couldn't get it through the field. Nice shot, but straight to gully. They go up here, but it might have pitched a bit short. I think we'll have to wait and see what the umpire says. Over, New Zealand are 11 for none.
One gone and an excellent start to this power play.
Going with pace now.
The captain is going with pace.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Straight to the fielder. End of the over. 4 runs coming off it. New Zealand are 15 for 1.
2 overs gone in the power play, and the batters are off to a good start here, ahead of the required run rate.
Kumar from the Randwick end. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry. Seifert has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Can't get that outside the ring field. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Great commitment. Massive outside edge. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
That's the end of the third, and the batters are playing well. Bit of an acceleration, and they're just ahead of the required run rates.
a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be 4. Oh, they took off for a moment, but decided against it. Good decision, I reckon. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Bumrah with a huge appeal. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. 6 off it. New Zealand, a 30 for 1. Going with spin now.
The captain is going with the spinner.
Swept away, but finds the fielder. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. No, no, no. Terrible shot. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
It's a good delivery, but it doesn't matter when you play it like that. 4 runs.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas. and the rewards will come. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Oh, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Bumrah from the Paddington end. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Was quick onto that in the infield. Power and precision in that shot. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. End of the over, and time for a little more freedom in the field.
Just ahead of the required run rate right now. One more over in the power play. The possibility of making some gains to their advantage next over, perhaps.
Great shot through the gap. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Into
5
the
runs
seventh
added there.
over,
New Zealand
are
are
now
54 for 1.
54 for 1.
The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Off the middle of the bat.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
Rohit, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's the over. New Zealand are 66 for 1.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit. But the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Jadeja, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Couldn't get it through the field. Allen waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. 5 runs added there. New Zealand are 71 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Pandya, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Gone, knocked them over, just too much pace there.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Straight to the fielder. Big edge. They go up here, but it might have pitched a bit short. I think we'll have to wait and see what the umpire says.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Huge edge. 4 runs added there. New Zealand are 75 for 3. Jadeja from the Randwick end.
Chapman watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Nice shot, but straight to gully. Perfectly timed.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Doesn't beat the infield.
End of the 11th
That's the over. New Zealand
now
are
on
82 for 3.
for 3.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. Lovely shot off the front foot. Deep extra cover has some work to do.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. New Zealand are 90 for 3. Patel back into the attack.
Is going with the medium pacer.
Power and precision in that shot.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Out. Fine leggers up, and it's an easy catch. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
It's another wicket, the fourth now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
For 4. The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 6 for New Zealand.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Eight runs added in that over. New Zealand are 98 for 4.
For 4.
Pandya from the Paddington end. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
Into the 14th
Some well-targeted
over.
bowling
New
in that
Zealand
over,
now
certainly
on
something to build on.
105 For 4.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. pulled away, but straight to square leg. Edged it. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Kumar back on now.
White armour is coming into the attack.
Square cut, finds point, no run. End of the over, 4 runs coming off it. New Zealand are 127 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Just 2 to win. They need 1 to win.
Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Winning runs. These two have brought home the successful run chase. New Zealand have taken the victory. Thank you very much for joining us. Please remember to drive responsibly.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.